Hello everyone. In today's class, we are going to talk about machine learning. We will be discussing what is machine learning, 7 steps of machine learning versus traditional programming, and how does a machine learning work and its algorithm use cases, and how to choose an algorithm, then challenges and limitations of machine learning, applications of machine learning, and why is machine learning important. Machine learning is actually a field of artificial intelligence, that is AI. It focuses on creating algorithms and models that allow computers to learn from the data, and from the data, it makes predictions or decisions without being explicitly programmed. For this, it actually involves some statistical techniques so that the computer will be able to improve the performance on a specific task through experience. Here you can see in a traditional programming, there are two different approaches to solve any problems using computers, right? So the first one is traditional programming and the second one is machine learning. Let us see what is the difference between these two. In traditional programming, as you can see here, the developers write explicit instructions or programs in the form of code to achieve a specific task or to solve a problem. These instructions will be given in steps so that the computer can give us the desired output. On the other hand, in machine learning, the computer learns patterns and rules from data rather than being explicitly programmed. So instead of all these instructions, codings, and programming, developers provide it with training data and algorithms. From that, our machine learns the patterns and relationships among the data, and it makes predictions or decisions based on what it has learned. The main difference between ML and traditional programming is the flexibility, complexity. Flexibility means ML can adapt and generalize to new situations better than traditional programming because it learns from the data that the user gives, and it can handle any complex patterns. And also the complexity, maintenance, uncertainty, etc. Both approaches have their strengths and weaknesses, and the choice between them depends on the nature of the problem. Sometimes a combination of both approaches, that is, the hybrid systems, are also used. 7 steps of machine learning. First step is gathering data, then preparing that data, choosing a model, training, evaluation, hyperparameter tuning, and prediction. As we discussed earlier, you can see it here. Data and the programming is given to the computer, and computer gives us the result. But using machine learning, there are two things. The first thing comes under learning, and the second part comes under prediction. So what it is? Learning means that is training data set. Can you see? Sample data and the expected result. Both the input and the corresponding output is given to the computer. The model, what it does is, it actually learns from this data. The computer or the machine learns from this data. And in return, it gives us the model. Then what do we do with this testing data set? That is this for prediction. This testing data set is a separate set of data that the model has not seen during its training phase. It is used to evaluate the model's performance and assess how well it can make predictions on new data or unseen data. Finally, this predicted output will be compared to the actual output in order to measure its accuracy and generalization ability. So how does this machine learning work? First thing is we have to define the objectives. The problem has to be clearly identified what it has to solve. The second one is collect all the necessary data. The third one is prepare the data. This is a very important step. All the data cleaning, data pre-processing will be done at this step. Because only if we give quality input to the machine, we can expect quality output in return. And the fourth point is selecting algorithm. There will be many algorithms. We have to select the appropriate algorithm for our project. Then training the model, testing model, finally integrating our model. So these are the machine learning algorithms: supervised, unsupervised, reinforcement, and there's one more thing, semi-supervised. But the main two types of algorithms are supervised and unsupervised. Under supervised, there are two types: regression and classification. You can see random forest and decision tree here. Random forest comes under both classification and regression. Same thing is done with decision tree also. It comes under both classification and regression. For example, under classification, there are many algorithms: K-NAN, decision trees, logistic regression, A-bias, SKM, and so on. Likewise, we have many algorithms for regression also. Under unsupervised, we have clustering and association. And under association, there are some algorithms called a priori, FP group. Under clustering, we have K-means, SVD, PCA. And the third one is reinforcement. Machine learning use cases. There are many use cases. For example, financial services, travel, hospitality, energy, feedstock and utilities, manufacturing, retailing, healthcare, etc. How to choose machine learning algorithm? First of all, you have to understand your data and your problem. Only after identifying your problem type, you can choose whether it comes under classification, regression, or clustering, etc. Because if it is a regression problem, and if you're using classification algorithms, it is, it's not possible. It will give us the how to choose an ML algorithm. First, you have to understand your data and your problem. After identifying your problem, that means whether it comes in a classification or regression, clustering, etc., you have to consider the data size and complexity. You have to select the suitable algorithms, evaluate the performance, and tune your hyperparameters, and use your domain knowledge if available. What are the limitations, challenges, and limitations of machine learning? There are many advantages of machine learning as well as disadvantages too. Some of the advantages are it easily identifies trends and patterns, no human intervention is needed, continuous improvement, handling multidimensional and multivariety data, and there are much more wide applications. Disadvantages are high error susceptibility, data acquisition, interpretation results, time and resources. What are the common applications of machine learning? It is used across various industries like image recognition, speech recognition, predicting traffic patterns, in e-commerce product recommendations, self-driving cars, then catching email spam, catching malware, virtual personal assistant, online fraud recognition, and much more. Best machine learning applications and examples are social media like Facebook, in other transportation, Uber, language translation like Google Translate, etc. So that's all for the day. Thank you.